Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off the play fake. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quick release on the RPO. And tackled there by the defense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing.
There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was will just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. He's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hines is way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him. It really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 10. Touchdown Longhorns. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Finds his man. It's Shaw. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Washington, 7. Timeout, Texas.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Under fire. Working on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Shaw. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle with Shaw. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Shaw. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And back to the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Washington, 7.
The Huskies will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
First and
10. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll
tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback. And
he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sending the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it over the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history is Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He lofts one down the sideline. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on! Inside and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
26, Washington, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
To kick it away.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes the tackle really strong. Disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody.
There he goes. his way down to the 28.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right on the money. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Shaw. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's caught. It's Shaw. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long.
Touchdown, Washington! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 27 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Moon. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive, even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On the run, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Steps away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.